All right, hey, this is Jared, and I'm going to talk to you today about my wall-mounted weight rack working on. So, like and subscribe, all that stuff. Okay, I forgot about making a video almost till my last one. That's going to be for the 45 right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the dowel, which is hopefully strong enough. Everything I've been reading says it should be strong enough. I'm going to hold two 45s with that, so I'm going to cut it about. Well, it's going to stick out about as far as this. So I'm going to cut it about 5 inches long to go through this hole and then to be able to stick out about that far. And that is about where that's going to be, except right about there. I need to cut the end off so it'll fit there under the way I have the bench mounted there. I'm going to screw that board several times into the wall. That's there is a stud there. And then cut the dowel, get wood glue, and I'll probably even try to figure out, or not figure out, but once I get it glued, come through here with a screw that'll just go into there, maybe from both sides, since I can do it on that without, too long of a screw. So I'll do that. I think it'll work just fine. Down here, this is the one I intended to use, but I screwed up that hole in the middle. So what I'm going to do, that hole in the middle will just sit there and look ugly. I'm going to mount this one down here this way and I did measure the distance between that hole and that hole on the right, and I'll put the 25s and the 35s, and like I said, that hole will just sit there, or I might try to fill it in or something. I doubt if I'll do that. So I'll mount this one around here. Again, here's the stud, there's a stud over there, and that will fit between that post. This is my squat rack. If you haven't seen those videos, those are on casters and swivel out to make a squat rack. Check my other videos for that if you're looking. So that's going to go there, and then I'm going to put this one, which I'm about to drill the hole in, I think up there for the 10s, 5s, and 2.5s. So I'll put 3 pegs on that. The reason I'm trying to keep it so low profile is we do still park our car in here. That was the whole idea of this thing. And my 4-year-old gets out of his car seat on this side. And so everything should stick, back behind this or level with this. And it works. And that way we can still get full use of the garage for both cars. Okay, so let me set this down here and show you what you need to know about drilling this. I did screw up on that one hole over there you saw in the middle. The reason is I actually knew this, but I forgot to have a piece of block underneath it, because whenever you want a nice clean hole, you got to have something. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but you got to have something there behind that drill bit. I don't know what those are called, boring, like bore hole. I don't know what you call that drill bit, but you got to have that block back there just to make a better clean hole. So I don't have any kind of jig to keep me at a certain angle or anything. I'm just doing the best I can. I kind of have tried to have a slight angle up. Although, it'll work if it's straight in, as long as it's not sloping down when you get the peg in there. I think you'll be fine. So let me see if I can set this here so you can watch this. I won't do all 3 holes right now. Well, maybe I will just see how it goes. So I got a clamp there to hold it nice and tight. And like I said, I'm just going to eyeball it the best I can. I've got a mark here close to centered. And I laid the plates out actually on this one. On the bigger plates, I just used a tape measure. On these, I just laid the plates here, 10s, 5s, and 2.5s, and kind of drew a little mark in between each one. I'm going to try to angle it so it's going at this angle a little bit, just a little bit. In fact, I think I'll step on this just for the heck of it. And let's go. Okay, I think I'm through there. It's hard to tell without unclamping it. I'll go a little further just to be sure. yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm into this, which is fine. That's scrap. I think the one under is scrap as well. Okay, I'll try to match the angle here on this one. Okay, I saw that board start to move. I guess I got locked up there. Pull that out. Let me tighten that a little bit. Okay, something I've I am just using some old scrap 2x4, and it's actually not the best wood, which may not be the smartest, but hey, it saves me $4.50 to go buy a new one. We'll see. I already noticed some splits on my, where I used that same wood that I had out in my backyard or shed. I saw some splitting on my squat rack, so hopefully it'll be okay. Otherwise, I'll have to take it down and take this down and go. Sorry, I'm going to block your view a little, but I feel like I need to step on this. Okay, gotta remember the angle. It's this way. The clamp does get in your way a little bit. I'll try to space them out. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, I think we're in business. My clamps are a little old and busted, so the button's missing. It's hard to use your finger on that one. Alright, looking good. Okay, so next step, I will sand these. They're very rough, trying to minimize splinters. So I'll sand them. Yeah, these angles, they feel good. I think that's going to be, not that these, especially these light ones, really the angle doesn't matter that much. And you can see it's not perfect. They're not perfectly aligned. I'm sure you could mark them better. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not a perfectionist. Like I said, I'm using the cheap old wood. Hopefully I won't regret it. I'll show you where it split. There's a couple places. That one right there is splitting. And that, if you haven't seen the other videos, that when I pull that out, and I'll make another video once I'm completely done. When I pull that out and pull this one out, that'll hold the weight for my wife to bench. That'll be for me to bench, wife to squat, me to squat. And like I said, I did see some splitting on that one too. That's why that screw's there. And down there. This is that same wood that's who knows how old and weathered and whatnot. But this will go right up here somewhere. And again, I'm not too worried about this one being up high because it's 10s, 5s, and 2.5s. I'll screw it in several times into the studs. That looks good. I think that'll work out. And I will go ahead and just sand it and paint it I'll go ahead and paint it when it's up on the wall. I'll just be careful. It is a different color than the wall, but I painted this before, and that was a right decision, I think. But I just keep having to do little add-ons like this, and then I was like, oh, let me go back and paint it. So I'm not going to paint these until they're up on the wall because I just know how it goes. Okay, so next step, I guess, is to cut a little bit off that because that's too long. Cut the dowel, glue it up, wait a day or so after I glue it, and then I'll try to, like I said, drive some screws through there into the dowel. That's just my own idea. Hopefully it's a good one. All right, that's it for today. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. And thanks for watching.